Hello everyone, my name is Rachel, and about 6 years ago, I had one of my videos on my YouTube page completely blow up and go viral. This was completely unexpected. Um, since then, it has over 3 million views, and everybody knows this video as Perseus the cat talks to himself in the mirror. Since this happened, I've had a ton of comments and questions, more than I could keep track of, and quite unable to reply to everyone and keep up with everything. So I decided to do a little bit of a story time and update for everyone and hit on a couple of the questions and comments that I get the most about the video. We went to the SPCA and we were just looking, me and my ex-husband were just looking around for, I think we were looking around for a rabbit, but we happened to see this cat and he was so sweet and he immediately took to us and wanted attention. So we spent a little bit of time with him in, that room where you get to meet the animals. So then we decided to go home and talk to our kids and see if they would be interested in having a cat. So we went back the next day, spent some more time with him, and decided that day that we were going to take him home. When we met him, he actually had a name already of Morris. But when we got home, my ex-husband decided he wanted to rename him Perseus. Not sure where the name came from. But honestly, it only lasted a day. It just didn't seem to fit him. Me and the kids just weren't into that name, so we decided to keep it Morris. So the name Perseus only stayed for a day, but he became Morris to us for the rest of the time we had him. We called him Momo, but the video is actually from the very first day that we brought him home. We brought him home, set up his litter box, gave him his food, and we were giving him time to himself to get used to the house and used to being in a different environment. So it was only about an hour later when we heard this really weird noise coming from the other side of our house. So when we went to investigate, that is when we found him like that. Now, one of the main questions that we've gotten on the video tons of times is, why didn't you just turn off the light? Well, you can't see it in the video, but when we found him, the light was actually already off. And if you're not aware, cats can see very, very well in the dark. So turning the light off wasn't going to help. It was already off when we found him. So we were just trying to do what we could in the moment. I am the one trying to pick him up, but I've never had a cat before, and we didn't know what kind of cat he was because it was his first day home. So I really didn't know what he was going to do. So I was scared of him when it was first happening, but my daughter was the one who finally had the idea of putting the pillow in front of him so he couldn't see himself anymore, which ultimately ended up working. But it took probably about a week for him of seeing himself in the mirror to finally realize that it was actually him. And he kind of got over that whole situation. But the other comment we get a lot of is about the collar he was wearing. And I do assure you the collar was not tight on him. He was just a very fluffy cat. The collar was definitely comfortable. We could fit our fingers underneath it, and he was not in any danger with that collar. To give you an update currently, and unfortunately, about 3 years ago, he was hit with unforeseen medical issues and unfortunately passed away. We had Morris for about 6 years in our family. He became my daughter's absolute best friend, and we all loved him so much, and he will forever hold a place in our hearts. But for now, about 2 years ago, my daughter was leaving for work and heard a tiny voice from underneath her car. And that is where we found this tiny little gray kitten that fit in the palm of your hand. And we hadn't had a cat since Morris passed away. So we decided to take him in and take care of him. And he's been with us now, like I said, for 2 years. And we have a new cat named Sonic. So I would like to thank everyone for all of your views, all of your likes and comments on the video and your visits to my page. I will be posting more videos from here on out. I plan on posting videos of my resin work, some videos of my baking and decorating of my cakes, and also plan on doing the occasional video that I would like to call Slots on a Budget. Besides resin and baking, one of the things I love to do is play slots online, and I like to go to casinos, but don't have a ton of money to gamble with. So the reason I call it Slots on a Budget is it will basically be throwing $20 on a site, spinning at the low 20 cents per spin, and seeing if I can turn it into something higher. So keep a lookout for those. I will be posting as much as I can. So please like and share this video. Comment below if there's anything you would like to see or any more questions that you have, and please subscribe to my page. Thank you. Hope to hear from you soon.